Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. So it's time to progress. Got the Iron Throne, and then the upper echelons of Candlekeep, and that's probably all we're going to do in this episode. But I might try to get out of the catacombs. I don't know how long it'll take, but it shouldn't be too long.
Right, what's this?
Alright, that's the last we see of Scar. He is just gone now.
I'm on it. Sorted.
So most of this should be pretty straightforward.
I'm
No
on
time
it.
to chit-chat.
Alright, time to kill everyone I'm allowed to. Because I hate everyone involved with this organization.
I'm on it. Get over here.
Oh, that merchant didn't like that. Well, he can screw off.
Right, what's this then?
This guy's got a name. I didn't know that. He's just one of these normal guards, as far as any kind of equipment or
Get over here.
experience is worth. Iron Throne really needs to invest in actual defenses. These guys are pathetic. I guess they're not much more pathetic than actual Flaming Fist. Alright, who's next?
I'm on it.
This guard.
Don't give me any lip, peasant. Do you know
Salt.
who
Whoa!
I am?
That's a horror spell. Alright,
I'm on
well,
it.
I know he's from the higher-ups of the
I'm on it.
Iron Throne.
Sorted.
I guess I can just, like...
Sorted. I'm on it.
What in the world? Did he just come down here? Where'd he go? That dude just phased out of existence.
Give me any lip, peasant. Do you know who I am?
Did he just disappear? Where'd Nortuary go? Probably hiding around here somewhere. Could be upstairs.
I'm on it.
Nope, that dude is gone. Although I think I can kill Destus Garn too. Gurn. That I can. Well, Nortuary lives. Whatever. That's not real. I am almost certain that is not real. That potion, or that protection scroll. That's like almost 100% fake. I mean, I'm gonna have to identify it because I want to know. Because if it's real, I could use that. But I'm like 99% certain that's not a real thing. Come on, guys. Why do you store so many books on these bookshelves? I don't have any decent loot in this whole place. Alright, so we got a nightmare up above. Fortunately, I have these to really even the score. And then I'm going to disappear on them. Zalamar Cloudwhif is the one to really worry about. They've got like 4 mages, or spellcasters of some kind up here. But he's the scary one. Alright, and then this guy, Gardouche. Who are you? Literally all of their magic can't even hurt me. Let's just get this doppelganger out of the way, and then your turn. Gardush is actually a fighter. Albeit not a super competent one.
Get over here.
If you choose not to kill that gnome guy out in the Cloud Peak Mountains that I got one of these scrolls from, and you listen to what he says, in his dreams he says that you'll eventually fight 6 followers of your enemy. And that you should use one of the scrolls for it. This is what he was talking about, interestingly enough. Alright, this is what I want. I am definitely going to be abusing that ring heavily. Got all kinds of other things to loot now. So many spell scrolls. Why do they carry so many spell scrolls? It's not like they're using them. Well, let's go kill Thaldorn, because I hate him. Plus, he's scum. There's Emissary Tar, who they just straight up murdered. I remember once it took me like well over half an hour to figure out where to progress because I missed those 2 notes there and had no idea what to tell Duke Elton. I was just kind of very, very confused.
I'm on it. Sorted.
And Nortuary really just disappeared on me. I have no clue where he went.
Sorted. Right, what's this then?
He was scripted to disappear after he talked with you, so that probably had something to do with it.
What's this then?
Serve the flaming fist.
I'm on it.
Alright, I got some stuff to identify. Then I have to go rest. Then I'll go to Duke Elton.
Sorted.
That's a protection from petrification scroll. And another protection from undead. Holy cow, I have got all the protections. Are all of these legit? They are. Cool. Alright, well the wiki needs to be updated then, because it said there was only one protection from petrification scroll in the game, and that was the one from Nashkel. So it lied to me. I didn't sell those. Who cares?
Right,
Protection from petrification is going to come in handy later. Also, I tested it. Potions of magic blocking do in fact work on them. Or shielding, magic shielding. That does work on basilisks. What? Payment time. Oh. Guess you have to pay eventually. Sometimes she says you gotta pay, sometimes she says it doesn't matter. Either way, 5 gold every now and then. I mean, that's still less than it would have cost to rest anywhere else.
Sorted.
That ring, though, that grants free action whenever I wear it. So now I don't have to use those potions, and I don't have to worry about a duration of any kind. I just throw that puppy on whenever I need to be, you know, unhindered.
Sorted.
Cool armor, Elton.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Elton.
Alright.
Your journey. I'm on it.
Hold, travelers!
There's your book.
Before you will be allowed entrance, you
I
must
don't
turn
have
and
much to
go
do
one
here. I've got some people I have to talk to.
I am Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
Alright, where's Hole at? I need to speak with Hole. I think he's over here. That's not Hole. That's a Watcher. It's got money in it now? None. I just get a free antidote from him. Then I gotta go kill a doppelganger up here. And then there really isn't anything else. I mean, you can go reminisce with your old buddies, I think they are, around the place. And all the monks and whatnot. Inside, though, is a real handful, because to prevent sequence breaking, it's got all kinds of checks in place to
Sorted.
spawn watchers in.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
These doppelgangers are loaded with money, too. So basically, if you talk to Kovaras, it spawns a guard on the 5th floor and I think the 1st floor. And if you kill the Iron Throne Leaders, it spawns one on the 2nd floor and the 4th, or the 3rd floor. No, just the 4th. Spawns one on the 4th floor. But there's some decent stuff to loot. And I like to be able to loot with impunity. Normally, I just cheat my way through the place. I walk a guard over into a corner and then Control J out of there.
Something on your mind?
Fortunately, I think, though, I can prevent getting arrested by not talking to Kovaras and not killing anyone until I'm good and ready. So I can... I hate these guys.
The world's knowledge.
I swear every 2 seconds with either of them is a nightmare. Him and Jessup. Man, these monks are poor. How do they afford such a castle? I once decided to look into Alondo, the prophet that they all revere here like he's a god. It turns out he got his revelations from a lich. I just never told anyone. Funny that. Those are his prophecies that I now have in my possession. Time to disappear so that dirtbag doesn't talk to me over here and screw with my whole game.
Sorted.
Skipping this level for now. Alright.
Right, what's this then?
First, we gotta kill Shistel.
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Dang it. Now I have to get through his mirror images to kill him. Which is always a nightmare because he's gonna get a haste off. Or not. Wow, that went pretty well. Those things are worth loads of XP. Fortunately, there's a lot of them in Durlag's Tower. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them in Durlag's Tower. Funny how that works. No, I don't mind the greater doppelgangers themselves. That isn't entirely true. They can be really dangerous in a group, because if one of them gets haste off, it hastes all of them, and they hit fast, and they hit hard, and consistently. But the thing that really bugs me about the ones down in Durlag's Tower is the fact that they take the forms of Islame, Durlag, Keel, and Furnable, and they get all their advantages. Like, for some reason, turning into the shape of Islane gives you her magical abilities. And making yourself look like Durlag gives you his unbelievable amount of hit points and ridiculous armor class. And then they can just turn into Keel and heal whenever they want. That is not how doppelgangers work. They have a form of telepathy, but that does not give them the ability to just instantly cast all spells of whoever they take the shape of. I guess one could make the case those were very old, powerful, wise, ancient doppelgangers, and so they have abilities far beyond those of most.
Man's harem of knowledge.
But that seems like kind of a stupid Deus Ex Machina kind of statement. The point is, the fights with them suck. I think I might use one of my protection from magics on that level just to deal with those things. But magic blocking and backstab should be able to get the job done anyway. The good thing about the Islane ones, which is the ones I would really worry about, is that once you get them down to low enough health, they, just like all the others, shift into Keel's shape, and will then try to heal themselves. And I am not that much afraid of Keel's. He slowly heals himself, and he has a decent armor class, but not too high. Not like Durlag. Fighting Durlag shape is horrible. The other fortunate thing about them, though, is oh, that's a good potion of defense there. The other good thing is, there's only 2 groups of them if you don't get awakened a bunch of times.
Sorted.
Our rules are very strict.
That is not real. That's definitely a cursed scroll. I'll identify it like the others. But I'm telling you, it's fake.
Greetings, young
Good old
man.
Tethtoril. He's legitimately reliable. Unlike me, who steals from him. Olron's a tool. Although, as I understand it, he does have a Staff of Power. And apparently all the riches of Candlekeep. I need more healing potions. I need to pick some of those up.
I'm on it. Sorted. Right, what's this then? Right,
I'll be
what's this
right
then?
back to deal with all of this.
Right, what's this then?
I'm gonna stop by the temple out here,
Sorted.
pick up some potions, get these identified. If this is a protection from petrification scroll, I can save myself some potential trouble. If it's fake, then I know.
I'm on it.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
It's real. There's 3 of them. I found 2 in the space of like 15 minutes so far, when I was told there was 1 in the whole game. Wiki is stupid. Well, that's perfect. That means I can save my potions of Miridize for Aklatech, if I need them. I have a plan that might deal with him
Sorted.
pretty effectively, but if not,
Right,
I need
what's
those
this then?
potions on hand. Once he's dealt with,
Our library.
there's no
Sorted.
real threat
Need something stranger.
that requires those potions. I don't want his ring, because if you have it on you, for any reason, and you don't have the Helm of Baldur on at the end, I think it replaces it in Baldur's Gate 2. And the Helm of Baldur can be useful there.
The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos.
Imagine your whole job being walking around in a specifically colored robe, chanting the mutterings of some old guy that talked with awful, evil, long-dead wizards about a Lord of Murder who died ages ago and slept with women of every single race that he could think of. What a nice life. Alright, so there's authorities everywhere looking for me
I'm
now.
on it.
I still have free reign in this level, though, so I can go kill Realtar. Now, the fight can be reasonably hectic. Realtar himself is a spellcaster, and if he were all that there was, it wouldn't be a problem. But there's a thief in there with darts of stunning. If that dude rolls a crit, hits me, and I fail my save for one reason or another, I would be stuck there, getting pelted by 2 fighters and the thief. That I can't have, so I gotta use this protect me against stun, right? Yes. I've been blowing through its uses, but 38 is still a bunch. Alright, so I'm gonna try to sneak up, use that, and then backstab Realtar, because he also has lightning bolts. I should get ready for lightning bolts. Oh, so annoying. There we go. Priest, you do not want to be in here for this.
Over here. Get over here.
Alright, Brunos is actually a fighter. In his defense, they both are. I don't know what his defense is from. But forget my words. I don't really feel like standing there taking a beating while fighting them, though, so instead, I'm going to do this the good old-fashioned way. With, whoops, with extreme misses of an embarrassing nature. There we go. Man, these late-game fighter enemies are really tough. Hey, there's a Potion of Clarity. I was told there was only 2 of those in this game, too. Man, people who write those wikis know nothing. I've played this game for a long time, but usually I have a full party, so I don't even have to know about where a lot of these potions are. I keep them for emergencies and never use them. But I expect people who put information on the wiki to know what they're doing. I shouldn't by this point. I've been led astray enough times. It can be a decent reference, but man, it should not be taken as the end-all be-all. Alright, well, let's go get arrested, because if you resist, you just die.
I should Salted. the army.
There we go. That's the last time you see Tethtoril.
I'm on it.
Alright, I got a safe place to sleep now. So, well, being invisible isn't very logical here, because I have to talk to all of these doppelgangers in order to kill them. Which is annoying, because being able to just disappear on my enemies is one of my biggest advantages. I was trying to avoid that specific trap. Alright. There's no need to move quickly, and this part of the tomb is filled with traps. Also has some of the best loot in the game, though, so it's worth going through. See, the annoying part here is I don't want it to be super boring for everyone, but I don't want it to look like I cheated. But I also don't want to die. It's a difficult balance to strike between when you move and when you stand there and wait for the traps to show themselves. Because I know where most of them are, but I wouldn't say I know where all of them are. Usually, though, I don't play on such a lethal difficulty. Simply because I play to have a good time. I have found keeping it on a hard keeps things interesting enough. That's a wisdom tome, which is nice, but not super valuable to me. Not as much as the other one here. I wonder why they included 3 wisdom tomes. I guess it was a nice, like, I don't know, equal choice? Not equal. What's the word I'm looking for? Neutral. It was a good neutral choice. Well, I guess intelligence could have had the same effect, couldn't it? That's a real protection from magic scroll. That's the last one. Along with some very nice potions. And now we have one of the longest trap-filled corridors in the game. And let me tell you, traps out here are nasty. There's one tomb that's got nothing in it. It's got a locked sarcophagus that's empty. And then there's one that's filled with spiders, somehow. But there's doppelgangers and basilisks down here too, so that's hardly a surprise. Wow, that's a long range. I knew it. That's probably all of them. And this is a dead-end hallway, so it doesn't even matter. But hey, experience is experience, and completion is what it is. Yeah, this is good. Is there one right around here? No. This is the barren one, where there's no real reward at the end, but it looks like there is. They probably had intentions to put something here, but just already gave you so much good loot in the place already, with like a bunch of the best potions in the game, 2 attribute enhancement tomes, a +2 cloak of protection, another ring of fire resistance. They decided you had enough, which is legit. Is this entire hallway not trapped too? There it is. I knew there'd be some. I don't think my rep... Yeah, I have a 19 rep. So Arcanus is probably not going to attack me when I tell him to screw off. He attacked my last character, but that dude had had as low a rep as you could have without being killed. So when I told Arcanus and Dieter to get out of my face, they lunged. Yeah, this thing is untrapped and empty. Waste of space. Alright, I'm gonna need this temporarily. Because there is a web trap at the end of the place in a room filled with phase spiders. Which, now that I think about it, how many... I only have 1 protection from poison. I have plans for that later. That's cool. I got a bunch of elixirs and antidotes. I think I can handle it. I always misgauge where this trap is. There it is.
Get over here.
But I think there's 2 more in there. I think. I'm not certain of that. But if I can backstab one, I might be able to just outright kill it. Yeah, there's 2 more. Good, good.
Get over here.
Just leaves the last couple traps for this chamber. That's a temporary measure again. I'm gonna need that ring back on. But it's a long run back. There's the other tome. And I believe this room is empty now. Yeah. Alright. The other hallway doesn't have any serious loot, but it's got a lot of ghasts. Which altogether are worth a decent haul of experience, so they're all gonna die.
I'm on it.
Fortunately, there aren't any traps down this hallway, so we can actually make some progress without having to watch our every step. I can also backstab them, I just remembered. So I'm going to do that. I think there's just 1 in this room up here. And then there's like 5 or 6 in the last one. Whoops. I wish I could just stealth without fail every time. That'd be nice.
Get him!
The nauseated thing is annoying because it makes you, like, have a worse THAC0 and armor class. But fortunately, that little secret library Tethtoril sends you to acts as a safe resting point. So I can just fall back there. Oh yeah, there is a loot thing. I forgot about that. Right, I remembered there being a wand of fire down here. I just couldn't remember where. Or if I was thinking of something else. Wands of fire are actually pretty common for the like high-level lair dungeon exploration type stuff. Mid to high level. They're generally a pretty common reward in this game. And so I figured I could have been thinking of somewhere else. There went everything.
I'm on it.
Saravok would certainly think I was dead by now. It's been 15 days. Fortunately, his message has still not reached his guys at the end of this place. And the rest of the doppelgangers have just been kind of hanging out for a month, half a month, waiting for me to return. Well, let's deal with Arcanus and his buddy.
Strong dwarven ale.
Just gotta make sure I'm not gonna cross a trap here real quick. There we are. Then I gotta go in and kill off all the skeletons, because they're really annoying.
Get over here. Get over here.
Alright. These are all fireball traps, and I can never remember which ones have them and which ones don't. So it's always best to just check all of them. You don't really need to disable them, honestly. This whole big middle section here can be entirely skipped. And you wouldn't even be missing much, because traps are only worth, 40 XP at this point. These skeletons are worth, what, 65 apiece? With nothing of value on them. And yet here I am nonetheless. There is a greater doppelganger up ahead, so I guess the case could be made that I want to make sure I have enough room to run away in terror, if I have to. Because between that thing and its backup, and the fact that I have to let it talk before intervening, just so I can get it to turn. Like, sometimes if you kill these things before they properly turn, you start losing rep. What's this? No, why are you out there? I just got a couple of these columns left. There it is. Alright, and we're all good.
Hey,
The fact that you find these things as all your friends down here often makes me wonder if everyone in Candlekeep itself when you returned was actually one of them or not. Probably not, since the doppelgangers you do encounter and uncover are super obvious, because they're freaky and they don't remember you somehow. The one they were sent here to impersonate.
something on your...
I mean, literally, Saravok had doppelgangers in the keep for the express purpose of killing Realtor and your guys if you didn't do it yourself. And for messing with your head. So he had to become childhood friends and tutors and whatnot.
I should have joined
By Moradin's hammer!
Alright, so we got the greater one, his small gaggle, and then the ones behind them. And then we're done with doppelgangers. Cerebal's got one more gang of cronies down here, though.
I'm on it.
Awake. Greetings, young one.
Yeah, let's just get those things down here to fight me, so I can take them on without the greater one annoying me. And without hasting them. Unless he comes down to investigate their disappearance. Which he might.
Get over here.
I could still outrun him, since he has a different animation. He moves at a different speed. So I could just keep doing this until he's out of mirror images. But, to be honest, he doesn't do enough damage, I think, to actually warrant it. Yeah, he's dead now. 4,000 XP, which is way more than they're worth, or should be worth. But hey, I'll take it. I missed out on a decent amount by not getting that quest, so I'll take whatever I can get. And that's the last thing I have to let talk down here, so everything else can just die while it sleeps. Why do they call you primate? Are they not at all the same? Like, are they some kind of otherworldly monstrosity? They do kind of resemble aliens, I guess, but with much longer arms. Although some renditions of aliens have very long arms too, so that's not that much of a defining feature in that case. They always call humans monkey, meat, or primate. Alright, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna rest. Because resting down here without getting awakened by a pile of doppelgangers is a nightmare. And I like to go with the thought that I killed them all, so there's no one left to awaken me. Which just kind of makes sense when you think about it.
I'm on it.
But for some reason, they're still there to awaken you. I think once you clear an area out, it should just be safe for resting, right?
I'm on it. I'm on it. Right, what's this then?
I'm kind of a fan of the way Neverwinter Nights does it versus this, where if there are enemies in certain proximity to you, you can't go to sleep. But they don't just awaken you arbitrarily. They do in Hordes of the Underdark, but you barely need to rest in that at all, given how powerful you are. Okay.
Sorted.
So, those guys are somewhat of an issue. And I'd rather not deal with them till I cleared out the rest of this place. And there's nasty spiders and traps everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Let's kill that phase spider first. Sword spider, yeah, they hit frequently. But at the very least, they don't have a chance to poison you. But I don't entirely know what tricks these guys have up their sleeves. They always die really fast when I play against them with a party. But hey, these are different circumstances. Find the trap, please. You know, or don't. I mean, that works too, I guess. There might not be a trap on this one, but I'm almost certain there is. Nope, this one has no trap. Interesting. I think there's two other little areas with some spiders, and then there's the greater basilisks down below. This place has got, I think, a phase spider, a sword spider, and a wraith spider. Alright, this should be the last batch of them. There's 2 greater basilisks down there, which is why I was excited to get my hands on some of these. I don't have to take a risk with the potions of Mirror Eyes wearing off. 'Cause 6 hours is more than enough time to handle any order in this game. And just for funsies, we'll kill Diarmid down here as well. Because he gets away if you don't. I know there's a particular mod that makes him much stronger and unkillable here. And then brings him in the final fight with Sarevok. Because no matter what you say to him here, if you don't just outright kill him before he talks to you, he just leaves. And I'm a person that likes to kill everyone involved with Sarevok.
Spit it out.
Alright, this guy dies first.
Get over here.
Then you. Pretty sure Pratt has some nasty spells. Which is why I'll just disappear off the face of the planet. Yep, that's a lightning bolt. And he failed. I don't know what he is, because he's blurred, so it's hard to tell what class he's supposed to be. I think he's a fighter mage. But that's just a guess. Regardless, he has one of my favorite items in the game. I love that throwing axe. I'm not going to use it, because I don't use axes. But I love it. I always was fascinated by the idea of an axe, really any weapon, that would return to your hand once thrown. I always thought that was just awesome. Alright, I'm done here.
Life continues.
Time to head back to High Hedge. Then I think I'm going to drop by the friendly arm, rest a bunch of times without consequence so I can get my last couple powers I don't have yet. And then we'll see where we are from there.
Right, what's this then?
You know, the game pretends throughout the entire time at the end here, like, Sarevok actually was the one who had Realtor killed. As though it wasn't me, and I've been framed. But I can't think of a single reason, no matter what character you're playing, you wouldn't kill that bastard the moment you got your hands on him. Even if he wasn't trying to bring about a war for the purpose of just causing bloodshed, to be the new Lord of Murder. He tried to have you killed repeatedly, as a purely business standpoint, right?
I'm on it.
He enslaved people, had a bunch of bandits around that were killing and, well, enslaving people all throughout the Sword Coast, disrupting trade, disenfranchising hundreds of people at a time, bringing the place on the brink of war for the purpose of just making money. That was his whole goal. Nothing else, just money. And then when you meet him, he's entirely smug about it, while talking out a deal to make more money with a group of other thugs who were just out to make money. Like, every member of that horrible, horrible organization is not interested in doing legitimate business. They're here to kill, trick, and do everything they can outside the law to get whatever they want, without actually putting forth any real effort. And they're just evil.
I'm on it.
Like, I can't think of a single reason you wouldn't kill them all. Like Thaldorn. There's no reason to leave Thaldorn alive. That dude is scum.
Right, what's this then?
You close your eyes.
Nice.
Tonight you sleep.
There we go. Alright, 2 drop on Holy Mites. The other option's Lightning Bolton. Who wants that? I'm going to keep one of these on me. No, I don't need one of those yet. Because the place I'm going to is up here. Whoa, that's not what I want. Okay.
Sorted.
So that's it for this one. We're in the final chapter of the game. That gives us 3 more storylines to accomplish. We got Werewolf Island over here. We got Durlag's Tower over at Durlag's Tower. And then, of course, the last of Sarevok stuff. That might take me about 5 or 6 more episodes to do it all. Next one I should be able to knock out Werewolf Island in 1 episode, then maybe get started on Durlag's Tower in the next 2 episodes, which is 1 day for me. And so, yeah, we'll see from there. I think I got enough time to finish the game in my designated time period, assuming I don't die. Werewolf Island is very dangerous, but Durlag's Tower is where all of the danger is at. It even back here once you're done with it, and so that's going to be a frightening experience, but I'll do my best. So, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.